morning everyone. Today it's a cloudy morning here and I'm out to do a review of the Chicco Miinimo, which if you've seen some of my earlier videos you may have noticed that I have a video where we unbox it and we put it together, give it a test run. So after using it for about a week or two, here we have Rowan feeling a bit more comfortable in it. And we are going to show you what it does do and what it doesn't do well. Footpath it does absolutely brilliantly. Let's show you what it looks like when we go over something like this, because I was sort of worried that the wheels would sink in and that it wouldn't work, but yep, there you go, it did sink in. Once we get to the actual mulch stuff, see, like it's pretty terrible really on that kind of surface, as you might expect. It handles the grass fairly well, and a bit of bumpy grass is still alright. It's not too bad considering how small the wheels are. I think it does alright. We also have some footage of our little boy holding onto this bar at the back here. Now I don't think they added the bar purely for toddlers who are learning to walk, but it turned out to be really handy for us. The one complaint I would have is that the hood doesn't really do much unless you've got the sun behind you, or like, you know, behind to the side sort of thing. It doesn't really do much. If you have directly overhead sun, the shade kind of reaches only to about here, just enough to shade his little nose. So far I am still really liking it because we bought it for travel, and it's maybe not the best pram for jogging or anything, or taking him out bush. So, but for what we bought it for, I think it will do the trick. So I'm really pleased with it. The basket is quite good sized. I can fit at least one bag of shopping underneath, or a handbag, or a small change bag. It's a little bit difficult to get to sometimes, but on the whole, it's great. So the one other bad thing, or thing that I find a bit frustrating, my husband and I sometimes, because we're, I guess, you know, between 5 and 6 foot, probably closer to 6 foot, we tend to find that unless we have our arms stretched out like so, we sometimes end up hitting the brake pedal unintentionally. So if we're not thinking, we'll end up walking really close to it, and then you get the idea. We suddenly hit the brake pedal, so that can be a bit frustrating. The last thing I want to talk about is see how upright he can be. He's slouching a bit, but the angle of the back of the chair is actually, it's pretty upright, which yes, a lot of the other ones around the same size and price couldn't do that. I am going to show you as I fold up the Mini.mo. So first of all, the best thing to do would be to lock the front wheels in place. There's a little groove here, but you have to line it up just right before it will go in. So this, preferably put the brake on, and you'll need one hand, so preferably right-handed. It's not going to work so well for the left-handed people, I think. But you press this across, and then under here you've got to squeeze, and then the handle goes over, and there you go, it's folding, and then that front bit goes over. You just have to push it enough for this to lock in, and there you go, it's folded, and it has a carry handle here which you can pick it up by and set it up right, and it also has the bag which it nicely goes into. You often need to take the wheels, the back wheels off. The front wheels you can kind of leave them, but for the best fit you just take the back wheels off by pressing this button here, and then the wheels just slide off. Oftentimes you'll have to empty the basket before you put stuff in, because as you see it's on its side, so anything you have in it will fall off even if it still technically fits, if you see what I mean. Unless you, I guess, keep it flat like this and just put it in the car like that. I guess you could keep things in the basket as you fold it. And now to unfold it. So what you have to do is essentially the same thing in reverse. So lay it flat down so that the wheels are on the floor, and you'll have to release the catch on the side So press down and take it off. Grab it by the handle, and this is the bit that I discovered works a little bit better, is once you've got the weight off, you kind of just give it a little shake in midair and it folds out just like that. Yeah, not too bad once you got the hang of it. So that's all that I can think to say about this pram, and hopefully you find this helpful.